Hi everyone, this is Classy Shata. If you're new, thank you so much for joining our family and we really appreciate you, all the smiles. So if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much and we clap for you, acts of love. We really love you so much. Thank you for coming back to support our channel. We don't take you for granted. So without any further ado, and kama kawaida, let's just go to our today's episode and we are going to talk about Madam Boss. That is AKOTHEE. So AKOTHEE posted this in her Instagram account, and for those who don't know AKOTHEE, before I read what she posted, she's a Kenyan artist, she's a content creator, she is an author. AKOTHEE is a single mom of 5. So this is what she posted. Well, there are those siblings who will constantly hurt you, cause you pain, and feels like nothing happened. Cease and desist. Guard your peace. Sijataja mtu. Hashtag Madam Boss. This is good message, A lot of people won't see it as good. And you know why? Because in Africa, we don't like to talk about these things. We don't like to talk about the way probably your sister or your brother hurt you. We want to sweep everything under the carpet and keep quiet because it is family. In fact, there are people that are so defensive and they will say, oh, it's my brother, it's my sister. You cannot go there. I'm just tolerating, And that time, you are really hurting from inside. And so many people have become mentally ill because of these kind of things. You are put under a lot of stress. Even there are meetings that are held to just insult one person or say toxic things to one person that is not conforming to how they want that person to behave. And let me say, this kind of people, let me give a scenario that will be the best way to describe this situation. Let's say you have several siblings and you are the person that is well up in that family. You are always the one that is giving, and then the siblings are supposed to receive, and your parents there that are not very well up. So either all the parents or maybe one of them, it doesn't matter, but there is a parent figure there in this particular scenario. So you realize that you being the person that has been blessed, and being blessed doesn't mean that you are very rich. You've just struggled your way up because the family is not well up. You went to school, studied so hard, you struggled so much, you gotten money, and what have you done with your life? You sacrificed everything. These people don't know the kind of struggle that you go through. They don't know the number of lunches you missed to save money to support them. They don't know the clothes that you would have wanted to wear. They don't know the car you would have wanted to own, the house you would have wanted to own, but you didn't own any one of those because you wanted to support them. They really don't know that you are to sacrifice your life in a very big way. You either got married late or your marriage couldn't work because you have to take them into their marriage, in your marriage, or you have to over-sacrifice to give them everything so that they could survive. So they develop, I would say, complacency. They become complacent. They don't care anymore. They are so entitled. They think it is your role. So because that's how they have seen you since they started growing up. And then apparently, if you want to get married, they will make sure that you're getting married to somebody that can continue the same giving that you have been giving them. If you're not bringing that kind of a person, they will never like that person. So you will never make a choice that is freely yours. Your family choices will always play in your life. So then you realize that the parent figure that is there keeps siding with them. And then there are those kind of siblings that are always full of mistakes. They don't know how to take life seriously. And you are hoping that they can take life seriously. When you start for them a business, they cannot sustain it. They cannot take care of it. They make some mistakes that are quite glaring that you would have not expected them to make. You take them to school, They don't want to study. Some of them even leave school in the middle and they just leave and go and do some other things. Either they get married, they get into marriages that are dysfunctional, and you have to go in and follow them there to continue to support them from that side. If their children get sick, they are not expecting that you will not give them money, you know. So this is really what happens in most families. And when they are talking to you, for you are expecting that they should be grateful, but they never get great. They are never grateful at all. In fact, some of them will remind you what you're doing can be done by anybody, and that there is nothing special about it. So they keep hurting you. So they want to take and take without boundaries. In fact, some of them will tell you, go and borrow some loan for me. They don't want to borrow the loan themselves and repay it. No, it's for you to go and borrow for them, you know. So in family, there is so much that happens that people don't want to talk about because they expect it to be secretive. Then the second scenario is where probably you lost your parents, and then one person in the family has to volunteer to take care of the rest. And it is very tiring. Believe you me, it's very tiring. You realize that you have to sacrifice your entire life taking care of these people, because at the end of the day, they expect that even it is not just schooling where you're supposed to stop. Any type of event that happens, because you are supposed to assume that role of a parent. If you are the firstborn in the family or the person that is probably well up, you assume that even when you educate them and they get jobs, they are still not satisfied. They expect you to continue giving them more because they always see you giving and giving and giving, and they don't know what you are sacrificing to give them. So it is for you to put that boundary, to say now it is enough. I cannot give any more. I can only give when it is necessary to give. You cannot continue to overgive, because some of them become lazy. And when they get married, let's say if they are ladies, they will get married to the men that they will marry, and you will continue to follow them there to give them, because they will continue to tell their husbands that, oh, I have a sister that gives, or I have a brother that can give, and you continue to give until eternity. So at what point do you stop? You stop at the point that you feel you've done enough. And for us, some of us, especially people that are born as firstborns, they don't know when to stop. Some of them even will go ahead and sabotage their own lives for their siblings, which is not correct. Because at the end of the day, these things will begin to manifest. When you now grow older, you realize you made a lot of mistakes. These your siblings, some of them, their lives are quite far from yours. Like they have advanced so much in their lives. They have owned things you don't have. Some of them even turn back to mock you, to tell you how they even begin to think you are jealous of them, And that time that you lack money, or you do not have the energy to work, because you've lost all of your energy working for them, to provide for them, that you did not even work to provide for yourself and your own family, you end up getting married late, you give birth to your children late, you've lost so much that I don't know, but as some of these people, the siblings now, they don't know that you have a life, and they don't care. Because, they don't have limits. Their taking does not have limits. So they don't care. Don't think they care. They should care, or you're expecting them to care. Don't expect anybody to care. Sibling is sibling. And you keep settling them. You think that they are going to settle. Oh, now I want to settle this one. You give them money to start a business. Tomorrow they have ruined the business. They come back again for another money for another business. And they will continue to tell you about their problems. It reaches a point where you actually say, you're not the only, stop playing the Messiah type of attitude that you can solve all of their problems. And that's the time you need to let them be, so that they can take responsibility of their own decisions. So stop spoiling them and enabling them. That's what AKOTHEE is just saying in short. Guard your peace, because they will hurt you. They will hurt your family. They will destroy and damage your relationships. And when you are doing it, you don't think it is it is what you're doing to yourself. You keep defending them and you keep doing things that hurt you. If you are not bold enough, I'm telling you, you will not be able to come out and say, this is the boundary, this is where it stops, and this is where my life starts. And that's what AKOTHEE is saying. Guard your peace. Na hakutaja mtu. Please click the subscribe button below and leave us your comments, share, and if you're a new subscriber, don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye. See you in the next episode.